1FM 91.3, it's Glenn, FD, and Shaun, and of course it's Tuesday, and so we've got Dr. Geraldine Tan from the therapy room. Good morning, Jerry.
Morning! Happy New Year, everyone!
Happy New Year, Jerry.
You know, I was just telling Jerry, when we were live on Facebook earlier on, that she looks, very pretty. It's only been 2 weeks, but, what have you done to yourself? And she just revealed that, she's got these butterfly, eyelashes.
At least you said butterfly. I was going to go caterpillars, but hey, Shaun!
I just want to say that these boys didn't notice anything, okay? I'm the one who noticed.
The one thing I did notice when Jerry came on was she's got a glow to her. Do you notice a glow?
Is the ring glow?
Light? There's a glow to you.
I think it's the light.
No. It is definitely a glow to you.
But it's so good to see you and have you on the show once again. We definitely missed you, and I'm sure our fans missed you as well.
Yes, I was having the Therapy Tuesday withdrawal.
Oh.
Okay, so Jerry, today we're talking about self-care, right?
Yeah. So first, we need to check in with each one of you. What have you been doing for the 2 weeks?
Okay, it's interesting. I was telling the boys, I spent a lot of time thinking about myself over the 2 weeks. And it's interesting because Glenn pointed out that he thought I was very content with where I was and who I am. And I pointed out that no, I always think there's something to chase down. There's something new I should be doing. There's a new goal to achieve. And what I discovered, or what I intend to try and achieve this year, is to be at peace with who I am and where I am. I don't know whether at my age I really need to chase down things. If they happen, they happen. If they don't, they don't. Just be at peace with who and where I am.
And when he mentioned that, I was so surprised.
He was
Jerry.
very surprised.
I was surprised because I always thought he was, at peace with himself.
So
you admire him for that.
Well, I don't know whether Glenn admires me at being at peace with myself, but still. Yeah, but that's the one thing that came out of my vacation for sure.
But why do you think he's not at peace with himself, Jerry? I mean,
I don't think he is. I'm just asking you, what makes you think that he's not?
Oh no, he just said he's not.
Now, I'm not at peace with myself, so I want to get it. I want to get there this year, where
this year, right?
Yeah.
But Glenn, what makes you question?
No, what I'm saying is, I always thought that FD was at peace with himself. So I'm quite surprised by this revelation. Yeah.
And what is startling about that? You want him to be?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I would rather he say that he's at peace with himself. But now that I find out he's not at peace with himself, I can't help but feel, what is the problem? Could the problem be me?
No, it's got nothing to do with you. It's got absolutely nothing to do with you. It's just me. It's me.
Perceptions, exciting. It's okay. Early in the morning and I'm trying to analyze everyone. No, I'm just kidding.
So, self-care, Jerry, how do we go about this?
Well, we were looking at goals, right? So your goal is to be at peace with who you are, where you are. I think Shaun is looking at his podcast, so I heard just now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Glenn's one, I wasn't quite sure. You were trying to get on with someone?
You see, guys?
Not bad.
Do I know what I'm doing or what?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Get on or get along?
Get along.
Get along.
Get along with our new member. And we'll be introducing her on the 18th.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure we're gonna get along with her, Jerry.
Okay,
but I hope we get along swimmingly. That's what I want.
Okay, and how do you define swimmingly?
It's all about the transition, right? You know, and when you have a new member on the show,
Yeah.
you want everything to run smoothly.
Yeah.
You know, so this is a little bit of us, you know, kind of like, you know, from being used to our daily routine, right? Because it's just the three of us, or you know, the four of us before, you know, when Andre was around, you know, to an extremely new member
Yeah.
who has never been part of a big team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to it, and I think it's going to be awesome. But even for you,
Okay.
Jerry, meeting her for the very first time, you know?
Sure. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
like tantalizing our taste buds, and I'm not sure why.
And you're definitely not sure whom as well,
No.
right?
No.
I don't think anybody's gonna get it.
Should I
Everybody
give
is-
another hint?
No. Save for tomorrow.
Okay.
Save for tomorrow. Yeah, let's keep
Some
it
people
there.
are guessing, but it's all wrong. So
Yeah, they're way off.
okay.
I can tell you it's someone from
Yes.
SPH Radio.
Okay,
Then-
enough.
Okay, I
Glenn
give you
Ong.
another hint. It's this next song also.
Is this next song? Okay. Oh, Prince with the most beautiful girl in the world. Okay. You tuned in to 1FM 91.3. We are live on Facebook.
And today I have the 5-point star.
What's the 5-point star?
I came up with it because every time when people say, you know, self care, and they go like, oh, you know, sleep better, eat better, sleep, you know, and all of that. And I was getting quite bored with it. So I pulled some concepts from stress management. Okay, so starting the year right.
Okay.
And there are 5 different areas that we can look at. One is, what do you want to hold on to from last year? So many people don't know. They just roll into from one year to another, right? So what do you want to hold on to from last year? Shaun, what do you want to hold on to from last year?
My fitness routine.
Oh, I think that many people should do that.
Yeah. Oh no,
They forget.
we when we hit lockdown, circuit breaker, you know, everybody was doing their home workouts and everything like that. So I was
Yeah.
quite productive that way because every time you went home, you get nothing to do. But then after we finished the lockdown, everything slack. I slacked so much. You know, now thinking about working out at home, I give up. All the dumbbells I bought from circuit breaker, all collecting dust now.
Oh no! But you're not alone, you know, Shaun. So that's a very good reminder. So hold, you know, something that you want to hold on to. Glenn, what do you
Yes.
want to hold on to?
Wow, you know, that's a toughie, you know. I mean, right
It
now
is.
when you're asking me like what do you want to hold on to, I'm thinking of that Richard Marx song, you know, The Nights. But I don't quite know, you know, what exactly you know, he was singing about actually, you know, hold on to the nights, hold on to the memories. Yeah, so if you ask me what I want to hold on to, I think I don't know actually. It's so tough.
Wow.
You know, right now, the thing that's on my mind, because, you know, although we were on leave for 2 weeks, I feel like we weren't on leave for 2 weeks.
True.
Because there's so much preparation going into this transition of ours on the 18th when we actually introduced this lady on the show.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I haven't stopped thinking and I haven't stopped working.
But this is you, Glenn. You
Yeah.
are continuously working.
So I think I want to hold on to a period last year where I was a bit more chilled out. How about that? Is that okay for me to say?
Sure,
Because
of
I
course.
haven't been chilled out in quite a while.
yeah.
Agreed.
Agreed.
I like that.
Very agreed.
Yeah, I want to chill out again. So
Okay.
I like chill, Glenn.
Very interesting.
And FG, what do you want to hold on to?
I think if I want to hold on to anything from last year, I think it would be the ability to follow rules that made me very uncomfortable. There are a lot of rules. Simply wearing a mask made me horribly uncomfortable. The checking in and checking out makes me horribly uncomfortable. I find it I know why we do it, and I know it's necessary, but it's a waste of time.
It's a waste of time?
It's time consuming, not a waste of time. It's time consuming. It annoys me.
Everything's a rebel.
But I've been able to conform, and
Yes.
I think I really want to hold on to that because I think there's a lot more conforming that will have to be done through 2021. So
Sure.
that's what I want to
Sure.
hang on to.
Sure. And we need to change our apps. Do you realize that? No more, you can't use your SingPass for the Trace Together app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A QR code.
Yeah.
You have to use the Trace Together app, which I think is a
Yeah.
fabulous app. I love the Trace Together app.
I've also got my little dongle.
I think that's a bit of a dongle. I mean, it's a. I don't quite like that. I don't know.
I didn't know you have to actually scan. They have to scan your dongle.
No, it's actually very, very simple. There is a scanner there. You just put it under the scanner and you walk in. The
No, like
beaut-
if you go to restaurants, they scan
they
your
have
dongle.
to scan your dongle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the beauty of it is you no longer have to check in, check out. You just check in.
That sounds so dirty. Scan your dongle.
Oh, sorry. But it's.
I can just imagine going to a restaurant and going, "Excuse me, would you like to scan my dongle?"
Yeah. Well, excuse me. I don't think you've scanned
Look
my
at
dongle
Jerry's
yet.
face.
Yeah. And what about that guy? I didn't see you scanning his dongle. I mean, I'm just saying when you
Yeah.
walk into a restaurant.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
sure.
Boy, it's too early in the morning.
Never too early for us.
And then someone says, "Hey, why didn't you scan her dongle?" And then okay, fine, everything is okay.
Moving on.
Yes, moving on.
Next
Let's.
one. Next one is flip. How do you want to flip the chapter? So we talk about, chapters like flipping the page in a book. So how do you want to flip that page? So we always have choices, right? So some people choose to roll into another chapter. Some people choose to look back to the previous chapter and then move forward. Some people just jump into the next chapter and in
Right.
the middle of it. So how do you want to flip that page of yours?
I want to just keep on
So-
moving forward.
So some people do that. So Glenn wants to keep moving forward. But you do realize if you keep just moving forward, it's tough to chill.
True also.
Yeah, that's.
Maybe that's the problem. You see, you don't want to see me, you see, Jerry. That's why. Like you want to say, I need to see you.
You're still at it from 2020 to 2021. You're still holding on to that. Ayo.
But Jerry, it is difficult because, I mean, you asking me that question. If you were to ask me that question, I wouldn't even know how I would go from one chapter to another. What do you do? What is right for me? How will I know what is right for me, or do I just take the risk?
No right, no wrong. So I decided I wanted to do something, fun, something silly, and did my eyelashes.
Yeah.
Then have to live with it for a little while. And you know what? It's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. But you need to make that mindful decision how you want to flip that page. So that's a little reminder.
It's not a mistake. Your eyelashes are not a mistake.
It's so tough and it obscures my vision. Oh my goodness.
Does it really?
Yeah. So it's a little bit annoying to see a little bit of that eyelash.
You gotta get used to it.
Jerry, you should talk to my daughter. Her eyelashes are longer than yours.
But those natural?
Hers are put on, but still, they look like windscreen wipers sometimes.
I think the trick is to make sure they're curled upwards,
Yeah,
right?
just-
Yeah.
It's
Call them.
called upwards, Glenn.
Yeah, I'll hook you up with my mascara team. The volumizing action is.
It's okay. Okay.
Okay, wait,
The third-
first, wait,
Okay, hold on. Three Doors Down right here on 1FM 91.3. We are live with Dr. Geraldine Tan from the therapy room because it's Therapy Tuesday. Welcome once again, Jerry. And we were just talking about your 5-point star, right?
Yes. And we have hold. What do you want to hold on? How do you want to flip the page? And now, what do you want to dip into. So, just really plunging into it and trying something new. So, what do you want to dip into? Okay. And then the fourth point is, after you've done all these, right, I want to encourage people to share it with others. So this year, maybe, you can consider to share, just like how, Glenn and FD and Shaun are sharing so much, knowledge, laughter with everyone. So what do we want to share with the next person?
Are we talking about sharing on social media or sharing personally, or what, how?
Sharing as in sharing, caring. Caring sharing is caring. So it's not about social media. There's no reference to social media. But if it can brighten up someone's day, then go ahead and share on social media.
Okay. Interesting.
Yep. So have a think. So I'm going to go with FD again.
Wow.
What do you want to share with everyone this year? What do you think you want to share? I'm really doing that whole therapy thing today.
Yeah.
We need a couch.
If I wanted to share anything, and I've always thought that the youth would never be interested, but experience. I think the youth are moving too fast. I think sometimes they need to slow down, or they will lose a lot of life. And if I had to share something, I would like to share my life experiences. Just how I did what I did and why I did it. But I think that the youth really don't want to hear that. I think I worry sometimes that I don't relate to the youth.
It's very funny, actually. I think I've said this before, because you're asking them to kind of slow down.
Yeah.
But you're not slowing down yourself.
This is why I've said I need this year to take a step back and find peace with who I am and where I am.
Yeah, but you should then understand why the youth are not slowing down. Because you know what? If I were 17 again, I'm not going to slow down.
True.
I'm not even slowing down now. So, they've got their whole lives ahead of them, right? And they are, it's for me, it's natural that they are working at this pace. They're not slowing down.
True, I understand what you're saying, but Jerry, tell me if I'm right or wrong. I feel that because I kept that pace, I'm 64 now, and I'm only just realizing that it's, I need to stop. How much of life did I lose?
Wait.
But I don't think I want FD to slow down. Neither do I want myself or the 17-year-old to slow down, if I understand how you're putting it. But I think I would love to learn from you how to do it a bit better. Does that make sense? I think we're all very excited because when I put up the photo of Glenn and myself many years ago, my friends started sending me photos of them with Glenn, and I'm like, I found my photo too. We should have all that collection. And I think we enjoyed what we did, but there are certain regrets that we might have, and that we still are very excited and inspired by each one of you. FD, Glenn, even Shaun. So I think we want to learn more and more, and not to slow down. I think.
I think I know what the regrets are. You and your friends. The regrets.
Huh?
The regrets when you met me when I visited your school back in the day and took photos with all of you. You were mentioning regrets. I know what you guys, till this day regret. You guys regret not giving me a hug while I was there.
Because now you can't hug anybody anyway.
Okay.
Okay, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Your regret, not our
Well done, Jerry.
Oh my gosh. Okay. No. We are looking at what we want to share with everyone. You wanted to share hugs with us. Okay.
Okay, Jerry, we'll talk a little bit more live on Facebook. It is 8:20.
1FM time check by budget.
And we're back.
Okay, so where were we?
What we want to share.
Sharing. I think I want to skip Glenn today and now and go to Shaun.
Okay.
Shaun, what do you want to share with all of us this year?
I want to share pain as well as growth.
Huh?
Pain as well as growth. I think at least my peers or the people I hang out with or people I know don't share their pain enough. So we keep it bottled in. We just go on live. We tank it, or so to say, and we don't express our disappointments, our our anxieties, whatever we're going through. We don't talk about our feelings enough, lah. Basically, that's it. We don't talk about our feelings. So we don't sometimes when we are sad, we just push it to the side. We say, okay, we better pull up our socks or buck up and just move forward. Very soldier lah. But I feel like we should share our feelings a little bit more, be a bit more empathetic towards each other. That way we are able to be kinder to one another. I think that's what we need especially now, this season of the planet. Everybody needs to just be a bit kinder to each other.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Yes, and I love the way Shaun put it, because you're right. So many people just in your generation called "tang it," right? Just tahan or just hold it all in, and they don't share the pain. And many times when they come here, I hear the clients saying, I can't share it with my friends. My friends are going through so much themselves, and then they just hold it all in. So it's a very good reminder, sharing pain, and through the pain, we grow together. Well done. Oh, so exciting.
Like that. Really.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sean is
Really
of
like
late
that.
has been coming out with some absolute gems.
Send help and coffee.
Yes. Okay, and the last one is discover. So when you think that it's almost there and you can't do anymore, I want you to discover yourself. So one thing you want to discover about yourself. And this one it can be a little bit difficult because you don't know what you're going to discover. But it's that where I park it is a little bit of magic. So believe and hold on to the magic. Yeah. I'm still in the Christmas spirit, you see.
Bit.
Yep. So with little children, or sometimes when we want to remember things, right? Today being the second day for many students and the first day for your P2 to P6s. Okay. I've done it in a little rubber band. Can you see?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So you want to make a star. So do you know how to make a rubber band star?
Hell no.
I think I knew that when I was in school, but
probably
I can't
when
do
we
it
were in school.
anymore. There, Shaun is demonstrating.
Show off lah.
Sean is such a show off, and he's terrible.
star.
Okay.
Yes. So Shaun, let's do it together, but let's do it slowly.
Okay.
So we want to hold on. So all the concept, all the 5 things, yeah. So we want to hold.
Wait, hold on. Where's my? Do we have?
Where's
I don't have a rubber band.
In the drawer. Wait, hold on. I'm sure we
maybe.
have.
Everybody check the drawer.
I'm checking.
Don't have a.
Don't have.
Okay, never mind then. Okay, you guys go ahead.
I'll watch the video and do it later.
Okay, you guys go ahead.
I
Should
got
have
masking
told
tape.
you, but it's okay.
Okay.
Hold. So what you want to hold on from last year, and then you flip, and that's the next step. You flip, and then you dip your hands, grab one, and you share it across. Okay, and just when you think that it is all done, we reach in and we pull out a little bit more to discover a star.
Right.
Oh wow, that is very cool.
Yeah.
Very
So,
cool.
Sometimes when it's difficult, for people to remember concepts, or for the little ones to remember concepts, this works with adults too.
Okay, hold
So
on,
we
Jerry.
use things.
We're going back on here. Carry Harry Styles, Sign of the Times, right here on 1FM 91.3. Good times, greatest hits. Jerry just showed us how to do a star with a rubber band.
Yeah.
So did Shaun.
Sean, I didn't even know you could do that.
But
Sean,
you know
well done.
what's the point of the whole thing? It's like it's
Well,
just
it's the five
a
things.
star with
It's
a-
the five
Oh.
things.
Points.
It's the five things that Jerry just went through.
what we were talking about.
Yeah, he's a bit slow
okay.
today, Jerry.
No, I understood the concept, but why did we need to? I mean,
So you can remember.
So you can remember the concept. So it's so in therapy we use different methods. So
Yeah.
this one is a little bit more kinesthetic. You can touch, you can feel. So it encodes into your brain.
okay.
Interesting.
Yep.
But because I was thinking,
Yeah.
I mean, we don't carry rubber bands, right?
That's true. I do because my hair is long now. That's why I have it.
No wonder.
Yeah,
no
yeah,
wonder
yeah.
you pulled that out.
I use
Where
it
did you
for
pull that out from?
My wrist. So I use it to tie my hair.
So he uses it as a wristband and
For my man
a
bun.
hairband as well.
Oh, for your
let's-
man, Bob.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, he's got a man thingy on.
See,
the
that's why I have to
tongue.
go to Sephora because I have to volumize my hair.
I think
Oh, no.
you've got to figure out your hairstyle, okay? Because when we have our photo shoot,
Yeah.
with our new member of the team,
Yeah,
you've got to figure this out.
you got to figure out what
Do you,
hairstyle you can
do
use.
you guys like this style?
Yeah, why
Actually,
not?
I do like the
A little
the bob.
hipster Japanese
Yeah,
samurai
yeah.
vibe.
Actually, that's not bad.
It's got to be a bit longer though. I think.
Bit hard for you to put your helmet on with that little ball on top, but yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't wear it when I ride. I have that, and then I also have my rock and roll side putting.
Jerry, let me ask you a question. We've gone through the five points, yeah?
Yes.
The first one you brought up is what do you want to hold on to from last year? Daryl Lee on our Facebook page said, what he wants to hold on from last year is my youth, which I've been holding on to for many, many years. My question to you is
Yep.
it a clever thing to do to hold on to your youth? Or is it better to evolve and admit that we're all going to grow older?
What do you want to use your youth for, you see? I still hold on to my youth. Sometimes I forget my age.
Which is great.
Okay.
If you keep
And I
on if you keep on saying you're old, you will grow old.
You will
I always
feel
keep
old,
on saying
yeah.
the power is in the tongue.
Yep. And I think FT does the same thing also. He forgets his age. That's why he's like little powerhouse, just keeps going and going.
No,
and
he
going.
always reminds everyone how old he is.
No, but I do because I'm 64. But Jerry is absolutely right. I don't necessarily all the time feel 64.
Yeah, but that's good. I would rather what do you think, Jerry? I mean, when people constantly say they are old, they will age a lot faster, right?
Yep. So if you hold on, so when I talk about hold on, right, I'm looking at, us thinking about it and doing that deliberate act of holding on, because you can actually hold on to something very negative. So if let's say you're holding on to old, and old signifies a limitations in doing many things, then you're going to limit yourself doing a lot of things. Yeah.
Okay.
So, if Daryl wants to hold on to youth, he can definitely hold on to youth.
Okay.
You know, Jerry, we were talking about what I wanted to share, and it went kind of sideways. Eileen tried to explain it on our Facebook page, and this is what Eileen took away when I said the youth were too fast and they won't experience life. Eileen says, I think what FD means is that he hopes that the youth will savor life and not rush through from one thing to another, because everything seems to be so instantaneous. And the young people these days may just want everything, but not savor life, not savor the process.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, but correct me if I'm wrong. If the youth, if they really do slow down, and there are some of these youth who are taking life really easy,
Yep.
and they are savoring life. If everyone does what you mentioned or you're suggesting, right, FD, that they slow things down, then there'll be another group of people who are saying, okay, these guys are bums. You know, the
You may
older
be right.
generation's a lot more hardworking. You know, so it's
may be-
hard for
you
them.
may
I
be
keep
right.
on, you know, I feel for the younger generation right now. You know, I feel because I feel like many people are, you know, telling them different things, so they might be confused. You know,
Yeah.
just let them be.
Do you ever
know?
run into that problem, Jerry, where the youth come in, and we will deal with this when we go on air, where the youth come in and they feel that they need to charge through life and they're not savoring it. We'll deal with it when we're on
Facebook.
On Facebook. So do you think that could be a problem for some youth, that they feel they have to race through life?
Yep. So these children are the ones that are very anxious, very depressed, because they feel that they need to reach for a lot of things, and sometimes they don't even know why they're doing that, right? And many years ago, I had one client, and she thought, actually, in the recent years, another one, she thought for many years she was older than she was. So although she was writing her age and her birth year on forms and things like that, she always calculated and added 2 or 3 years more to her age, until it was told to her that, hey, no, you are actually this particular age. And she went, oh, you mean I added 2 years? You mean I have 2 more years before I get to this age? It was mind-blowing for her for that moment. Yeah.
Wow,
It was amazing. Yeah.
That's got to be so scary for someone to realize that.
Yeah, but this is a A-star student, top of her cohort, achieving a lot in life, but yet feeling the whole weight of it. Yeah. So I agree with you. Enjoying the process becomes very important.
Right. I mean, that's ideal, of course.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
enjoying the process.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people have the luxury of being able to enjoy the process or enjoy the moment. A lot of them are stuck in situations where they face pressures from maybe financial, family, or whatever. So they feel like, okay, I have to take on this responsibility now. I'm the man of the house, or now. And these are younger kids who not necessarily have to go through that kind of pressure, but it's either forced upon them, trust upon them, or they pick it up by themselves. And that's why I feel like a lot of them feel like, okay, I got to get jobs, I got to do this, I got to do that. And they're doing without taking a moment for themselves.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So some of them from, homes like that, or having life experiences like that, have to grow up really fast. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, coming back to enjoying the process, I think, in everything we do, if we can enjoy the process, that is an ideal situation.
Yeah.
Just like this lady who's joining us on the 18th, right? Although I mentioned earlier on that I've been working and all that, but I am enjoying the process.
Yes.
Maybe it's in anticipation of how well this show is going to do and how much of an impact this show is going to make. Yeah.
True.
But yeah, having said that, I need more sleep as well. Okay. All right, are we going?
We're on
going
Facebook
back on air?
now. We can
Just a
read
while.
a few more.
Okay. Eileen has come back again, this time for Glenn, saying, Glenn,
Yeah.
savoring doesn't mean doing nothing. For me, I savored my life experiences, even my holiday jobs, even the times when I was in Robinson's, when I worked, Eileen worked for you and I.
I think I know who Eileen is now.
Miles for Smiles, when we did Miles for Smiles.
Right.
If all of you
wow,
remember.
that was a long time
Yeah.
ago.
She says, rather than rushing through life, just getting from one end to the other. So it's not doing nothing. It's just, I don't know. I don't.
It's that mindfulness. It's just having that kind of mindfulness to know that, okay, now, while I'm doing all this, but I'm enjoying what I do. Like what Glenn is saying, he's putting, something new that's coming on the 18th, but he's enjoying every moment of it.
Yeah,
Right.
And he's also desperately holding back because he wants to say the name, but he's not saying it.
No, I'm asking everyone who they think I'm talking about.
We're all
even
walking on eggshells now.
even Jerry,
Yeah.
who do you think this lady is?
I'm not sure.
See?
Don't
Which is,
know.
which is
She
good.
volunteers herself.
Plus.
You'll still be on the show, don't worry.
But I think it's been a long time coming that we should have a lady on the show. Right, Jerry?
Definitely. Then she can keep all of you in check.
The way you keep us in check.
Because right now we're only kept in check on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
It's the only day.
You should see us on Fridays. Oh, yo.
Oh.
I don't want to even think about it. Yeah.
So,
But I think it is the peace that, peace of being where you are. That's what Eileen is saying. And that's what, FD you were talking
Yeah.
about right at the beginning,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Being at peace with wherever you are.
I think it takes a lot to find that peace. It doesn't come easily. It doesn't come easily because we're so trained in Singapore to chase everything. That to find that peace is hard. It's very, very hard.
So now are you talking about yourself?
I'm talking about myself and the youth, I think.
I
It's hard.
think, don't bother about the youth. Just focus on yourself. Now that I know that you're not at peace with yourself. Because if you're at peace with yourself, then you can talk about other people. But then you're not at peace with yourself, so I want you to work on that.
Yeah, I have to work on that. I absolutely
Because
have
this
to
is a
work on that.
shocker, for me. I've been working with this guy for so many years. And I really, really thought he was like, okay, everything's
I'm there.
everything's all right.
I'm there.
He's at
Oh,
peace with
yeah.
himself. And I realize now that he's not at peace with himself.
Oh, dear.
Speaking of FD being at
Glenn is
peace,
so upset.
He's very upset. Yes, I threw him way off today.
speaking of FD being at peace with himself, earlier today when he mentioned that, we talked about Johnny English.
Oh,
And
yes.
the training that he needs to do. So I think this is the training that FD needs to go for.
Yes. So this is from Johnny English Reborn.
Yes,
Reborn.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it was.
Yeah.
It
I
was,
think it's on Netflix.
He was in a monastery training with monks. So this is what they think I should be doing.
That's
I
also
think we all need a little break, a little like a retreat this year. Every one of us.
I would like to see by June, July this year, 2021, the effect that not traveling is going to have on people in Singapore. I think we will see that effect by June, July.
many people are going for tours now in Singapore.
Yes.
Oh, yes, yes,
Discovering,
Discovering
various
Singapore.
places in Singapore. I think that's a nice way to to spend the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Local tours.
Local tours.
Yeah,
Yeah. We're going back
it
on air.
does help.
Hold on.
Stand by.
Joyride right here on 1FM 91.3. Good times, greatest hits. It's Glenn, FD, Shaun, and Dr. Geraldine Tan from the therapy room.
So, Jerry, the other thing that you did mention in your notes that you sent to us was mental health as a focus for 2021.
Yes, and picking up on where you kind of mentioned just now, everybody is feeling that tension from, just being stuck in Singapore, not being able to travel anywhere, and it's not even just about traveling, it's about visiting family, it's about being with family, and just having that liberty, even if you don't want to travel, just knowing that you're not being stuck in a space. So yeah, last year was bad. Last year when the whole pandemic hit, it was bad. And we started to have more understanding what mental health is all about. And then we ended the year with more people coming forward. So there was an increase in people seeking for mental health help. This year, I really want to encourage more people to come forward. It doesn't mean that when you have a disorder, then you look for a psychologist. You don't need to. You can always pop in, and it's like your dental health check. Go for it twice a year. Just download, check in, see how you're feeling. And like what Shaun is saying, sometimes we just keep everything in and we don't share. So the counseling room is like a neutral space where you can feel free to kind of download. Yeah.
I'm going to whiten my teeth on Wednesday. I mean, since you mentioned dental appointments twice a year, Jerry, I just
So
thought
random. Oh my
I
gosh.
just thought you'd be interested to know
Our
that.
head.
So
Okay. I wasn't, but now I know.
so I go to the dentist 3 times a year actually. So twice for the checks,
Yeah.
and then and the cleaning and all that,
Yeah.
and once for whitening.
And now
okay.
we know.
Okay. No wonder it's so dazzling. Oh my gosh.
It is not very white.
Not as
it is
dazzling
very
as
white.
not as dazzling as Dr. Leroy's teeth.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He brushed with protein powder is different.
Yeah, well, not quite sure. So, Jerry, if you're talking about checking in,
Yes.
when we check in, are we checking in with psychologists or psychiatrists?
Oh, so the psychologists can do it just fine. The counselors also can do it. The psychiatrists are medical doctors. So psychologists are not medical doctors. So psychiatrists who are your medical doctors can give you medication. So if you're feeling, a little bit more under the weather, you're more uncomfortable, you can go to them first. If not, if you're checking in, you don't need to go to them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And, look for a psychologist that fits your personality, so not everybody can tahan my craziness. Yeah, so there are different personalities, and we call it the best fit. You need to find or look for a psychologist that is a best fit for yourself, for your personality. Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Jerry. You mentioned early on that the difference between a psychologist and a psychiatrist is that psychiatrists are doctors, and so they can prescribe medication.
Yes.
So let's say I go down and I see you, Jerry. I'm sitting on your
Trying
couch.
again.
Let's say, I'm sitting on your couch, and then I'm just telling you all these problems that I have, and I'm having a headache. And then I ask you for Panadol Extra. Can you give me Panadol Extra?
Yeah, the extra pocket she'll take out and give you.
No, cannot.
Cannot,
So
right? Yeah.
yeah, so any organization, if you don't know already, cannot simply just dish out medication.
Yeah, but it's only
Yeah.
Panadol Extra that you can get from Guardian Pharmacy.
Cannot, because we don't know whether you are allergic or not. So even schools, the children need to sign, or the parents need to sign a waiver
Right.
when they dish out any medication to the children.
Okay.
Or
So-
they're not even supposed to,
Okay.
actually.
But if I go to the psychiatrist, he will probably or she will probably give me something stronger than Panadol Extra. That's what you're saying.
The psychiatrist can give you a psychiatric medicine. They
Oh.
don't give you painkillers.
Painkillers. Jerry, you were saying that we need to find the right fit when it comes to a psychologist.
Yes.
Is that about the person, or is it that there are different types of psychologists? When we come back, we'll get you to answer that question.
All right. In the meantime, here's Maroon 5 with Maps on 1FM 91.3.
And here we go.
So here's the question. Jerry stated just now that with psychologists, it's about finding the right fit. So my question is that about the psychologist as a person, or are there different types of psychologists?
Okay, so there are different types of psychologists. No. There are psychologists using different theories or theoretical frameworks. So there's your CBT, which, cognitive behavioral therapy, very commonly used out there. The psychotherapists, so they use psychotherapy, psychodynamic, psychoanalytic methods. Then there's the ACT, EMDR, eye movement desensitization, retraining, EMDR. So there are many different theories out there, and not all the psychologists can do all the different or use all the different theories or frameworks. So if there is a particular one that you want, you need to look for the psychologist that can use that. But I'm also talking about the personality of the psychologist, because the personality, we click with different people. So sometimes we sit with someone and we don't really feel comfortable with the person. Okay, so that's very important. And for parents looking for their children, if you intuitively feel uncomfortable or feel comfortable, then that is probably the right or wrong, therapist. So if you feel uncomfortable with the therapist, don't continue with the therapist.
Right.
Yeah.
See, and this is the reason why people like going out with friends and confiding in friends, because they feel comfortable.
They click.
Yeah.
With their friends.
That is true. That is true. When people deal with psychologists, how does it work? Is it like a doctor? I make an appointment, I go and have a session, or do people? I hate to put it this way, or is it like a chiropractor where I buy 12 sessions? You know.
Good question.
So most of us go by per session because we don't know how many sessions you actually require. Some people require more, some people require less. But there are, depending on the organization, there are organizations that would go with packages. Yeah. Personally, for individual counseling, I don't quite like packages because I cannot predict how long you need.
See, that's the difference. You see, if I were a psychologist like Jerry, the moment I see someone, I'm going to go like, okay, this person has quite a problem. Okay, 20 sessions, please.
And then if they only take 16 to be able to handle their problem, then what? You're going to reimburse them 4 sessions.
No, I'll reimburse them for 3.
Oh my god!
That's
That's
from a
why
business point of view.
I don't like packages for this reason. And of course, it's all the spa and everything, and even for gyms, right? You have to sign up for a package, and then what happens after that when something goes wrong? Touch wood, it doesn't. But yeah, so we don't want to deal with that too.
Interesting. At least I think we understand better how it works now.
Yeah.
But I see it as being a rather long process, though, because if I have to try and find the right psychologist, I might visit 3 or 4 before I actually get
You
help.
see, I know my right psychologist is right here.
But
Jerry, but she
Jerry
doesn't
can't-
want.
No, not that she doesn't
She
want.
cannot.
She can't treat you. That's the thing.
I think
We've
she
been trying to explain this to him forever.
I think she
Jerry.
can. She just doesn't want to.
He's still trying. It's
Still.
okay. We'll let him. He's like this.
We feel so
naughty boy.
comfortable with each other already. I don't want any other psychologist.
Ay, okay, thank you for giving me so much confidence. Yeah.
Jerry, in closing, is there anything that you would like to tell our fans and your fans now here on the show?
Quite your fans, but I just borrow them sometimes. Yeah, so borrowing the 5-point star, right? So there are a lot of quotes saying, stars cannot shine without darkness. It's true. But I would say, the stars need polishing to shine. So all of us need to put in that little bit of extra ingredient to polish ourselves, and we can shine. All of us are stars.
Nice. I
Nice
like
one.
that.
I like that.
I really like that.
Very nice one, Jerry.
Okay, so I'll be meeting all of you next week again.
Yes.
Without the girl yet. So we'll just have to wait.
Have a think about it, Jerry. Have a think about it. And maybe you can text us or something like that if you with your guesses, and maybe we'll let you in on who this person is before everyone else, because you're part of our show, and so
Very true.
In many ways I feel like I may need to let you know who this person is first. But let's
So that
just
I'm
have a
not
bit of fun.
shocked, right?
Yeah.
True.
We might want you to meet her first, as well. So
Okay, would be exciting.
yeah.
It will be.
Now I'm starting to wonder, who is this person?
All right. Thank you so much, Jerry, for joining us.
See you and
have a-
Happy New Year again.
Happy New Year again.
Have a great week ahead. Bye bye.
You too. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.